Thanks for tuning in to Red Belt Radio. The following episode is scheduled for one fall. I'm Jason, and this show is dedicated to World Wonder Ring Stardom. Today, I'm covering the upcoming Stardom Supreme Fight event, which takes place on February 4th, 2024. I will give my predictions for each of the matches on the card, and I'll try to explain why I think the handling of Stardom Supreme Fight, both in terms of quality and decision-making, could be very important for shaping the course of Stardom's year moving forward. Stardom Supreme Fight looks incredible on paper, and I couldn't ask for a better start to February than one that includes my two favorite wrestlers, Saya Kamitani and Micah, in a headlining spot, battling for the World of Stardom Championship. Just south of that is a white belt title match between champion Saori Ano and challenger Starlight Kid, which means that 4 of my current top 5 wrestlers are populating the main event and co-main event of this show. It doesn't get much better than that. Time for us to look at who I think will be winning and what sort of fallout might result. If you find these transmissions valuable, please give this a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. We begin with a triple threat match between the now unaligned Mai Sakurai, Hanako representing the brand new faction E Nexus V, and Rana Yagami, who recently signed up with God's Eye. I will be frequently using E Nexus V's nickname EXV when referring to them, just for future reference. Rana Yagami is likely to be taking the fall here, but the question becomes, taking the fall to who? Mai Sakurai would normally be the obvious choice to win a match like this, but she doesn't have much happening right now in the wake of DDM's breakup. This match seems like a prime opportunity to begin booking Hanako and EXV as a group as a more relevant threat. I'll take Hanako here. Next, we've got a 6-person tag match between rookie Sayaka Kurara, Lady C, and Miyu Amasaki, and the Ooo Thai team of Natsuko Tora, Momo Watanabe, and Ruaka. The Ooo Thai group is just way higher on power level, and I don't think there's any reason to progress Sayaka up the ladder in the near future. There may be some teasing of Sayaka joining Queen's Quest here, however. Ooo Thai is my pick. After that, we'll be seeing a standard tag match between Ami Sourei and Saki Kashima of God's Eye and the New Blood Tag Champions Wingori, Saya Ida, and Hanan of Stars. This is a non-title match as far as I know, which is good for Wingori because I'm not picking them to win this. This will get a little convoluted for a second, so please bear with me. Ami Sourei has been generating an anger-laden feud with Hanan recently, and this Supreme Fight match should be escalating that feud in some way. Looking at the Stardom calendar, there is a house show the night prior to Supreme Fight, and that February 3rd house show will see this same God's Eye team facing a Stars team of Saya Ida and Hazuki. That house show match should see Hazuki going over Sourei and Kashima to position her for her high-speed title match with Mei Seira. So, with my prediction of Sourei and Kashima losing on February 3rd, and with this Supreme Fight battle being a non-title match, and with Sourei stirring up a feud with Hanan, I think the God's Eye team will be snatching up this victory. It's nice to see a future of Stardom title match taking place on a card outside of New Blood. And here, we'll witness Reena defending her title against Yuzuki. That is actually curious. Stardom seems quite high on Yuzuki, and giving her a big match on a very big card might point to her having a higher likelihood of winning than I initially thought. I just think it's way too soon for her, even with the wins she's been putting together. I'm actually expecting this match to work really well. I've enjoyed Reena's reign as champion, and I think she will get closer than ever to losing this belt. If Yuzuki doesn't win here, and I don't think she should, then she's probably winning the very next time she challenges. I will pick Reena, since Ooo Thai needs to stay relevant somehow. High-speed champion Mei Seira will be defending against Hazuki of Stars in a match that has the potential to completely steal the show. I think Hazuki's blistering offense and size advantage will play well here, especially because high-speed title matches are not typically about having extremely long run times. I'm expecting Mei Seira to retain in this match, as I think she's intended to build up defenses on the road to facing Azumi at some point. Tam Nakano is making her in-ring return in a tag team match alongside Yuna Mizumori against EXV's Mina Shirakawa and Waka Tsukiyama. No matter what happens here, I think we may be ultimately learning what Tam thinks about the new faction, EXV, afterwards. We also might get some insight as to what Tam thinks about trying to reclaim the red belt. There's a decent chance that Tam ends up challenging the winner of Supreme Fight's main event, regardless of who that winner turns out to be. On top of that, I could definitely see Mina boasting to Tam that Mina will be the person to defeat Mayu Iwatani and claim the IWGP belt, which Tam failed to secure back when Kairi was champion. And then Mina will swear to come back and crush Tam personally. I'm really hoping for a dramatic promo as the epilogue to this match, and I think it would make the most sense happening after Tam takes out Waka Tsukiyama. So Cosmic Angels are my pick. Next, we have a match that kind of frustrates me, simply because I have no idea why all of these people are here. The team of Nanae Takahashi, Mayu Iwatani, Utami Hayashishita, and Azumi will take on the team of Shuri, Julia, Suzu Suzuki, and Mirai. I'd much rather have been given a richer story about characters and conflict that was distilled down to a standard tag team match or a singles match, and there are many ways that could have been put together. With that being said, I'm really trying to look at the future for Julia. Julia is leaving Stardom very soon. So what can be done with her? By surveying the pieces in play here, we could be moving towards Julia versus Utami, or Julia versus Suzu Suzuki, or even Julia trying for the red belt one last time against Micah. There's also an outside chance that Julia tries to face Mayu and unify the New Japan belts in some way. However you slice it, I think any Julia-centered promo comes about most sensibly through a win for Julia's team. Another way of looking at this match is, the only person who can really reasonably lose out of the 8 people is Azumi. I don't like that that's the case, but it seems to be a pragmatic position to hold. In our co-main event, we will have a white belt title match between Saori Ano of Cosmic Angels and Starlight Kid of Ooo Thai. SLK went from an abysmal 2023 in terms of win rate to being rapidly propped up by the new management as a title challenger. She wants to destroy the white belt itself and create a new, corrupted shadow belt. Something like that anyway. This, in my mind, almost immediately discounts her from being likely to win. And the fact that it's Saori's first defense hurts SLK's chances even more. The whole thing with Saori is that both of her previous title reigns ended very quickly. I can't see why Stardom would opt for that a third time, as it runs the risk of killing interest in Saori as a champion from that point forward. No matter. These wrestlers are both in my top 5, and it will be a treat just to see what they can orchestrate within this match. Saori, being a freelancer, does not always lock in with Stardom wrestlers in terms of chemistry, but the emotion and selling will absolutely work in this match if all else fails. I'm picking Saori. Supreme Fight's main event will see Red Belt Champion Micah. I'm very happy that I can even say that. Against Saya Kamitani, the Golden Phoenix. Micah's path to the belt was organic, unplanned, and would not have happened without an injurious catalyst that involved the high-flying Kamitani. For this reason, Micah's climb does resemble a similar one enjoyed by Mina Shirakawa. One has to wonder if the comparisons will continue. Mina held the white belt for little over 30 days, and there are a lot of reasons why Stardom might give Micah's red belt reign similar treatment. I have 3 reasons, and only 3, to believe that they won't, but it's not a lot to go off of. 1. Micah has formed a new faction, and to have any substantial intrigue or fandom getting behind this faction, you probably don't want to strip them of their only belt immediately. 2. Saya Kamitani is one half of the Goddess Champions, and giving her the red belt right now could make booking shows difficult. So long as Saya would be holding both belts, you'd probably have to choose which one is being showcased, when you otherwise could have both belts defended on the same night of any given card. 3. Saya has had Micah's number, if their last 2 really big matches are any indication. Playing out that same outcome a third time in a row might start to feel boring and uninteresting to fans. Stardom needs to retain a feeling of freshness in the first quarter of 2024, and because Saya has bested Micah both in the Cinderella Finals 2021 and their white belt title match in 2022, it's probably time for the plot to thicken by giving us a different outcome between them. So, I'm picking Micah. And now, to discuss the importance of this show. Execution will be key. We have the handling of EXV in their first official pay-per-view appearance. We have the handling of Tam Nakano's return and a sense of where she might be headed. We have a glimpse, hopefully, of how Julia's journey in Stardom will be concluding. And then we have 2 brand new title reigns, white and red, that will be teaching us a lot about the capabilities of their respective belt holders. I think there's a lot on the line here for Stardom in terms of mission statement and optics. I'm definitely rooting for them, and I'm hoping for an amazing show. Which predictions do you agree with, and which ones do you think might be missing the mark? How excited are you for Supreme Fight? I hope you're looking forward to the entertainment. If you found this transmission valuable, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to Red Belt Radio.